राधा कुंडम गिरिवरमहो राधिका माधवासां प्राप्तो यस्य प्रथितकृपया श्रीगुरुं तं नतोऽस्मि। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वैभव पुरी गोस्वामी नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति सिद्धान्त सरस्वती नामिने। अजानुलम्बित भुजौ कनकावदातौ संकीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वम्भरौ द्विजवरौ युगधर्मपालौ वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणावतारो। खेलधुलितखेदया विशदया कृन्नीलदामोदया साम्यशास्त्रविवादया रसदया चितार्पितोन्मादया तस्मद्भक्तिविनोदया समदया माधुर्यमर्यादया श्रीचैतन्यदया निधे तव दया भूयादमन्दोदया। तस्या अपार रससार विलासमूर्ते रानन्दकन्द परमाद्भुत सौख्यलक्ष्म्यः ब्रह्मादिदुर्गमगति वृषभानुजाया कैङ्कर्यमेव मम जन्मनि जन्मनि स्यात्। तवैवास्मि तवैवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय राधे त्वं नय मां चरणान्तिकम्। राधे वृन्दावनाधीशे करुणामृतवाहिनी कृपया तव पादाब्जे दास्यं मह्यं प्रदीयताम्। हे देव हे दयित हे भुवनैकबन्धो हे कृष्ण हे चपल हे करुणैकसिन्धो हे नाथ हे रमण हे नयनाभिराम आहा कदानुभवितासि पदं दृशोर्मे। नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। भक्त्या विहीना अपराधलक्ष्यै क्षिप्ताश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातराजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। तमादिदेवं करुणानिधानं तमालवर्णं सुहितावतारम् अपार संसार समुद्रसेतुं भजामहे भागवत स्वरूपम्। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्रीजीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। First of all, I offer my innumerable Sashtang Dandavas unto the lotus feet of my Guru Pada Padma, Nityalla Pravishta Om Vishnupada, Ashtotra Sata Sri Śrīpād Bhakti Svarūp Śrīdhara, and pray his causeless mercy. Then I offer my innumerable Sashtang Dandavas unto the lotus feet of His Divine Grace Nityalla Pravishta Om Vishnupada, Ashtotra Sata Sri Śrīpād Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Mahārāj, and pray his causeless mercy. Then I offer my innumerable Sashtang Dandavas unto the lotus feet of His Divine Grace Nityalla Pravishta Om Vishnupada, Ashtotra Sata Sri Śrīpād A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Mahārāj, Srila Prabhupada, and pray his causeless mercy. Then I offer my innumerable Sashtang Dandavas unto the lotus feet of His Divine Grace Nityalla Pravishta Om Vishnupada, Ashtotra Sata Sri Śrīpād Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada, and pray his causeless mercy. Then I offer my innumerable Sashtang Dandavas unto the lotus feet of Śrīpād Nanda Gopal Prabhu, Śrīpād Brajnath Prabhu, Śrīpād Lakshmipati Prabhu, Indupati Prabhu, and all present Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, devotees, and pray the causeless mercy of all. I am very glad to come here by the grace of Guru, Gauranga, Hari Guru and Vaishnava, and especially by the grace of my Gurudev and Gurudev Sri Narayana Goswami Mahārāj. So really I am very happy to come here. But Nanda Gopala Prabhu explained that Prabhupada gave the gift, or that gift he converted hippies to happy. So he gave hippies to happy. And Narayana Goswami Maharaj gave budget to brother. But I don't know what I can give. Because they were qualified. So they could give you. But I think I am unqualified. I cannot give you anything. Only I can render their service. So they are qualified, so they could give you. But I am unqualified. For example, who is opulent? If you ask him something, he can give. But if you go and ask a street beggar, what he will give? He cannot give. So all cannot give. A opulent who is rich man, he can give donation to everyone. But if you ask a street beggar, he cannot give. So Swami Maharaj, he could give from hippies to happy. And Narayana Goswami Maharaj could give budget to Braj. But I cannot give anything. Only I will try to serve them. So by this service, I want to give only one thing, as their servants. They could give independently, but I will give as their servant. He gave budget to Braj. I will give to Braj to Brajvasis. How to become Brajvasi? Because without Brajvasis, Braj has no value. If Braj is empty, then what will do? Brajvasis are necessary. And without Brajvasis, Krishna will not be happy. If Braj will be empty, Krishna cannot be happy. So Brajvasis is necessary. So I will try to give Brajvasis. So Brajavasi should stay here. How to become Brajavasi we should know, and how to render service of Krishna. That is necessary. And our Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada told, what is the highest service? Do you know? What?
To serve the Brajavasis who go to Dwarka, to bring Krishna to Vrindavan.
Yes. So that is like the Narayana Goswami Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, they did both. And they gave these two opportunity to give you. So this is the highest service. Raghunath Prabhu kept also that topic. This is related with this. So our Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada explained what is the highest service. Mathura Viraha Brajavasider Seva Kara Hala Sarvotama Seva. His own word in Bengali. Mathura Viraha Brajavasider Seva Kara Hala Sarvotama Seva. This service of those Brajavasis who are separated from Krishna, who are feeling the separation of Mathura Viraha. If we can help them, if we can serve them in assisting with them to bring Krishna from Dwarka or Kurukshetra to Vrindavan, then that will be the highest service. Because Brajavasis are now suffering due to separation of Krishna. If we can make the arrangement to meet with Krishna and bring Krishna, make the arrangement to bring Krishna to Vrindavan, then that will be the greatest service. We can do that only. Because we are the servant of Brajavasis. Then only our life will be successful. So how to do this? We should know many things. We will try to continue day after day till 1 week. So here really Gurudev gave new brother. Here all environment is like brother. And where is our residence? Real residence is Vrindavan, brother. Rai Ramananda, when he was on the bank of river Godavari in South India, when Mahaprabhu asked, Sarvat Tyaji Jiver Kahan Nityavas, he asked. It was a question of Krishna himself in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, Sarvat Tyaji Jiver Kahan Nityavas. what is the residence of the living entity. Now we are staying in many places, different places of the universe, but all are not our ever real, not our real home. What is real home? Vrindavanam Dhaman Jahan Nitya Ras. That is our real residence, which is Vrindavan, which is in Braj, where rasa dance is eternally being performed. If we stay there, then that is our real residence. And our goal is that. But being forgotten to Krishna, now we are separated from Krishna. And we don't know what is Braj. Although we are going to Vrindavan, but real Vrindavan is not appearing in front of us. What we are looking now in Vrindavan, it is not real form of Vrindavan. It is external form of Vrindavan. If real form of Vrindavan one will see, he will not desire to return. But nowadays, what we are doing, before entering Vrindavan, we have return ticket. Means return ticket. Means when we will go to Vrindavan and when we will return from Vrindavan. Already return flight ticket, return train ticket, return everything. It means why? If one will go enter inside real Vrindavan, he cannot return again. Once Villongal went, he could not return. Although he had no eyes. Before entering to Vrindavan, he pierced the eyes. He could not see by the eyes. But he was so exalted devotee, Krishna was very fond of listening his sounds from his lotus mouth. So Krishna was guiding to take to Vrindavan. And he was looking real Vrindavan, although no eyes. So he could not come out of Vrindavan. But now we are going to Vrindavan and returning immediately, after 1 month. Captive. Immediately. Why? Because we have no experience of real Vrindavan. Many of us, when now we become little older, little experienced, so we are, although mind is not desiring, we are trying to adjust there. But if a neophyte devotee will go there and see the condition of Vrindavan, he cannot stay a long time. Oh, very dirty, full of dust, full of dogs and pigs, and very, the lane of Vrindavan, which is called gully, very dirty. So, if you go from Europe and America, which is neat and clean, but if you go to Vrindavan, if you are not a real devotee and lack of association of high class devotees, if no Harikatha, listen about glories of Vrindavan, then no one can stay there. He will hate. He cannot like to Vrindavan. So, nowadays, the external form of Vrindavan we are looking. Internal form is covered by Yogamaya. In Vrindavan, Mahamaya has no influence. So Mahamaya cannot do that. But Yogamaya also, in operative form, she is covering by the curtain to real Vrindavan. So we are unable to see real Vrindavan. But once we see real Vrindavan, we cannot leave that place. Once if we see the glances. But how we can see? It is explained in scripture. अद्यापिय সেই লীলা করে গোরারা কোন কোন ভাগ্যবান দেখিবার পায় till now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna, both of them, they are performing their eternal pastimes, but we are unable to see. But who are seeing? কোন কোন ভাগ্যবান, who are most fortunate, they are able to see till now. Our Goswami Siddha are looking, Madhavendra Puri, he was looking, but we are unable to see. Why? Because our heart is contaminated completely. We need to clean. When heart will be cleaned, then Krishna will manifest inside. When Krishna will manifest, automatically he will manifest the real Vrindavan form also. By name, we can have the ability to manifest name, form, qualities, pastimes and efforts. All will manifest. Inside the heart, at the same time, outside also, we can see. Like when Dhruva Maharaj, he was performing austerities. By the austerity, when he could able to see the Lord inside the heart. First of all, he saw the Lord inside the heart. And he was so observed that he was not opening the eyes. And Lord came himself. And he is standing in front of him. And Dhruva is not opening the eyes. He is not looking at him. Then Lord surprised how stubborn and wonderful this devotee. Why? Because all devotees I saw that they are very eager to see me. But Dhruva is such a devotee, I am standing in front of him, he is not ready to look at me. So Lord has to wait for a while. You see. Why? Why he was not opening eyes? As although God is present in front of him. Because he was looking the same God inside the core of heart. So he was not in the need of looking. Then Lord has also no patience now anymore. Yes. Why? Because he also came. And you will find in other places, devotees are very eager to see the Lord. Many places, mostly 99% devotees are very eager to see the Lord. But here, Sukadeva Goswami explaining Śrīmād Bhagavatam 4th canto, in the pastime of Dhruva Maharaj, that Lord did not come to give darshan to Dhruva. He did not tell me. Lord, who appeared in front of Dhruva, you know? Which Lord?
Krishna.
Huh?
Krishna.
No.
Vishnu?
Prishnigaro. Prishnigaro. You saying that?
Yeah.
Oh, I could not hear this. Okay. I could not listen properly. Then you are right. Yeah. So you are right. So Lord Prishnigaro came. And when he came, Sukadeva Goswami explained it, that he did not come to Dhruva to give darshan to him. But whatever he came, Bhakta Didrukhya Madhuvanam Gata. Sukadeva Goswami addressed it like this. But he did not speak to Parikshita Maharaj that Vishwakshan Lord, Prishnigaro Lord, came to give darshan. He spoke that Bhakta Didrukhya Madhuvanam Gata. Means Prishnigaro Lord came to Madhuvan, where Dhruva Maharaj was performing his austerity. What for? To see Didrukhya. Means Drashtum Ichha Didrukhya Taya Didrukhya. Means to the desire to see is called Didrukhya. So Lord Prishnigaro had desire to see Dhruva, because Dhruva was so stubborn and a beautiful devotee who could able to make the appearance of Prishnigaro within 6 months. So many devotees, thousand years are practicing, but no one is attracting to me. But Dhruva, there are so many old devotees whose beard and mustache became like knot. What is that? English.
Dreads.
Huh? Dread long, not. Very long. But they could not make my appearance immediately. Thousand years of practice. But no one could attract like this. Dhruva is very beautiful devotee. So, those devotees who were practicing my bhajan, thousand years, they were practicing to see me. But his practice is so wonderful that my desire came to see him. So this is the wonderful performance of bhajan of Dhruva Maharaj. So here he came to see to Dhruva. And Dhruva Maharaj was looking that Lord inside the core of heart. So Prishnigaro is looking at Dhruva Maharaj, that he is not opening the eyes. Then he thought, I have to wait little. Let my devotee see me. But he waited 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour, half an hour also. Dhruva Maharaj is not ready to open. Then Lord Prishnigaro thought, what I have to do? I have to do something, otherwise he will not open. Then I have to stay a long time here. And I am too busy. Otherwise, in Vaikuntha planet, and other places problem will come. Because I did not inform anyone, immediately came. So, I have to make all solutions. Then what to do? What Dhruva is looking, I have to disappear there. As long as he is looking inside his core of heart to me, then he will not open the eyes. Then Lord Krishna took out that scenery which Dhruva was looking in core of heart. When disappeared, then Dhruva was bewildered and opened the eyes. When he opened, then he saw to the Lord. So Dhruva could able to see inside the heart, and the same form he saw outside of the eyes, outside of the heart. Similarly, we can also able to see Krishna inside the core of heart. Don't think that only we will see outside, inside also. When we will be purified, now we have so many anarthas. These anarthas are not letting us to see the real form of Krishna. So now we are chanting, but our chanting is with offense mostly. Mostly with offense. When offenses will be destroyed, free from offenses, then Nam Abhas will come. At that time, there will be some Abhas semblance of darshan. But when we will chant pure names, then we can see real form. Now we are chanting only sound. We are listening the sound only, but no form is appearing. And we are speculating how Krishna is. By speculation, we cannot see Krishna. That is why our Bhakti Svarūp Prabhupada, he was strict about Sahajiyas. Sahajiyas, they speculate about pastimes. Eightfold pastime, they speculate. That is why they are giving to everyone. Today one come, took initiation, and giving you are this and that, such and such money like this. And you meditate this pastime. But Bhakti Svarūp Prabhupada denied this. Without practice, without purifying the heart, if you meditate the pastimes of Radha Krishna also, that will not be real. It will be speculation. And it may create problems. There is one example I got. Even one Baba explained this. That there is one devotee who was in the line of Baba. He was staying in Kamyamon, and he performed bhajan 35 years in Kamyamon without going anywhere else. Continuously 35 years. He was practicing chanting and remembering these eightfold pastimes. 35 years. After 35 years, when he was at the age of 65 years. So at the age of 65 years, maybe some offense, etc., what he knows, that at the age of 65 years, his desire came. Cupid manifested inside the heart. And he wanted to marry. So he would marry Manjari. How desire came to marry to a ordinary lady? How it was possible? What is the definition, identity of a Manjari? Dehasmriti nahinja, sansar ko kahan tha? They have no identification about body. When desire coming to gratify the senses, to enjoy material object, when we are attached to the body, and Manjari is beyond this bodily conception of life. So, for surely, artificially, if we think Manjari, does not mean that we will become Manjari. Impossible. We should go through the process. No chanting at all. No single Harinam chanting, and think myself, I am a Manjari. Impossible. You may think yourself. You may think yourself as a Manjari, but Manjari will be far distant from you. Manjari will be at her place, and you will be at your place. You cannot promote that place without chanting Harinam. Nowhere. You cannot prove this. Need first cleaning the heart. How heart will you clean? Continuous chanting Harinam. non-stop chanting. Without Harinam chanting, you cannot clean the heart. Cheto Darpana Marjana, Mahaprabhu's order. Who is the Supreme Person of God, Krishna himself, he ordered me how to clean the heart. Cheto Darpana Marjanam, Bhavama Davak Nirvapanam, Shreya Kairav Chandrika Vitranam, Vidyavadhu Jivanam, Anandamudivardhanam, Pratipadam, Purnamutta Spadanam, Sarvatma Snapanam, Param Vijate, Sri Krishna Sankirtan. Sri Krishna Sankirtan. One who does not practice Krishna Nam Sankirtan, he cannot clean the heart easily. So without chanting, only speculation. Because the heart will not be clean. That is why our Bhakti Svarūp Prabhupada told, first of all, we should practice more Harina. Avishranta Prajukta, non-stop chanting, without stopping. If we continuously chant, as more and more we will chant, then heart will be cleansed more and more. Then no need of artificial thinking. Automatically, Rupasya Sfuranam. Automatically Krishna's form will manifest inside the heart. If we continue again, then Rupa, Guna, Lila, all pastimes will and qualities all will manifest one after other. Although you don't think also, automatically. This is the consequence result of chanting. But without chanting, if we try also, that will be speculation and only mundane. For example, without chanting anything, without doing service of Hari Guru and Vaishnava, if a neophyte devotee comes, this is the instruction of Bhakti Svarūp Śrīdhara. Sahajyajam is different. Those who are practicing Sahajyajam, that is different. But according to the line of Bhakti Svarūp Śrīdhara, his order is, if we don't practice Harinam, don't chant Harinam, don't associate with the sadhus and listen Harikatha, don't do the service of Gurudev and Vaishnava, only sit at one place. Today take to initiation, tomorrow you start thinking Mandari, then it is impossible to think as Mandari. Then what will come? Because our heart is contaminated and we don't know how Mandari is. We have not seen. If we think such and such Mandari, what will happen? To whom we have seen here, among them one goal will come to our mind. Because we have no experience of Mandari. They are in eternal abode. But when we are forcibly trying to think what will happen, which goal which is very beautiful, to whom we have seen, we will think that, oh, Mandari is like beautiful like this. So then we will think only lady. And ladies, if they imitate this, they will think about any beautiful boy. Like this, Cupid will come and desire will come to marry. This happened. So his own sampradaya, he spoke one of them. His name is Chaitanya Charan Das Babaji Maharaj. He told himself about one incident. So this is practical. After 35 years of practicing also, he could not maintain it. Desire came and at last, at the age of 65 years married. What to speak about young? So, without practicing, if we speculate, it is impossible. So that is why we need to practice more. Without practice, without chanting, without service, without association, without following our footprints of Guru Vargas, we cannot improve. That is why, first of all, what our Gurudev told, what our Vaishnavas are saying, what is explained in scripture, we should try to practice first. Not only speaking more and studying more. We need to practice. If you only study, accumulate knowledge, but don't make practical in your life, yourself, for your good, then it cannot be beneficial for you yourself and you cannot benefit others also. So, अपने आचार्य धर्म जीवने सिखाए, अपने ना पहले धर्म सिखाना नहीं. What I am practicing, that only I can teach others. What I am not practicing, I cannot teach others. If I speak as nobody will follow. For example, if I am smoking and I am trying to instruct others, don't smoke. nobody will follow that. Nobody will follow. Why? Because he, before speaking, before teaching or instructing others not to smoke, I have to give up myself first. So when I am instructing someone, he should not see any cigarette single day in my hand. Once he sees cigarette in my hand, he will not follow. And I cannot force them to give up also. That is why before instructing to others, I have to give up smoking first. When I will give up smoking, then I will have the courage and energy to speak also. And if I am smoking, I have, although externally I can teach others you don't smoke, but inside heart I know that I am smoking, so my word cannot be strong. Very weak word will come. No, it will not, powerful word cannot come out, which will affect to others. Impossible. That is why Apani Acharya, our Kaviraj Goswami explained it, Apani Acharya Dharma Jibere Sikhaya. Before teaching others, first of all you try to practice yourself. If I say you chant, you chant, you chant, but if I don't chant, it will have no influence. Before instructing to others you chant, I should first chant. Then only it will have influence and I can get power to speak. Otherwise, you cannot have power to speak as others unless you follow this. That is why it is told, Apane Acharya Dharma Jibere Sikhaya. Apane na Kaile Dharma Sikhana. First of all, we should practice, then we can teach others. Which we don't practice, we cannot teach others. That is why we should follow our Guru Vargas always, Acharyas, Goswamis, what they have told and which is explained in the scripture. So here, this place is very, very nice really, and it is looking Braja. Whatever name it was before, maybe its name was Braja, but now no more Braja. Why? It became Braja by the desire of our Gurudev, Narayana Goswami Mahārāj, became Braja. So, although it was Braja, but Braja will manifest. Why? What a pure devotee will speak, Krishna is bound to fulfill this. Sure. In future it will increase because it is his desire. And Krishna can break his vow or his desire. But what his devotees want, Krishna is bound to fulfill. So if Narayana Goswami Mahārāj from lotus mouth, it came that it become Braja, then sure in future it will become Braja. And you will get such devotees who will become Brajavasis, in the mood of Brajavasis. So, really, everything is looking like Braja here. Yes. And all of you are Brajavasis. Because who stay in Braja, they are Brajavasis. So, I want your association and I want all of you bless me so I can become also Brajavasi. And render the service of Brajavasi. Then, okay. Oh, there is that. So, about Ratha Yatra Prasanga, we will proceed with it. Ratha Yatra, the word Ratha, and there are combination of two words here, Ratha and Yatra. The Ratha or chariot, this word is mentioned in Veda also. Don't think this is modern. In Veda also the word Ratha is there. And Yatra means journey. It came from, this is Vedic process. Don't think it is only artificial or modern. It was not ancient, it was not in historic, not in the scripture. No, it is proved that the word Ratha is in Veda also. But Ratha Yatra also eternal. But after some time, when Jagannath Puri is changing always, not looking same form always. Because due to sand, sometimes it is covering. And if you go to see the history of Jagannath temple, you will find many history. many kings occupied. Because time to time it is being covered by sand. When it is covering, one king is coming and discovering. When one king is discovering, he is demanding that this temple belongs to me. But really, Jagannath temple was constructed by Indradumna Mahārāja. It was constructed by Indradumna Mahārāja. But Indradumna Mahārāja constructed this in Satyajug. But now we are in Kali Yuga. And many thousand, millions years passed. So within this period, many times it was covered by sand. So covered by sand. Yeah. Yes. So when it was covering, at that time which king is ruling that area, Orissa, then he is discovering, taking out the sand. When he is taking out the sand, then he is demanding, this temple belongs to me, I constructed it. In this way, fighting also, sometimes quarreling is going on. And at that time, this is long history. We no need to go all. Many kings you have to speak. Only king, who come, who took, and who discovered, who discovered, like this. But I am giving some brief description that from time to time this Jagannath temple is being covered by sand. And some king is discovering and demanding that this temple belongs to me. Like this it came till the dynasty of King Prataparudra. Before that many kings. We are not going to discuss all. Just you keep in mind that many kings he occupied this Jagannath temple and demanding that this temple belongs to them. So prior to the King Prataparudra's dynasty, Jagannath temple was occupied by Buddhist. So when Buddhists they occupied the Jagannath temple, they demanded that Jagannath temple belongs to us. So they were showing Jagannath, Balabhadra, Subhadra, which is called Chaturdha Murti, in different forms. They have a different significance. They were not worshipping like we are worshipping now. So according to their dharma, they were doing this. When they were misutilizing and dishonoring to this Chaturdha Murti, means 4 deities, that is Jagannath, Balabhadra, Subhadra and Sudarshan. So Jagannath, Balabhadra, Subhadra and Sudarshan are called Chaturdha Murti. Chaturdha means 4, quadruple form. That is Jagannath, Balabhadra, Subhadra and Sudarshan. So they were thinking these 4 are different according to their religion, Buddhism. So when Shankaracharya and others saw that they are misutilizing Jagannath's form and dishonoring, then at that time that Odisha king wanted to release Jagannath, Balabhadra, Subhadra, Sudarshan Jagannath temple from that Buddhism and Buddhist people. Then that king released them. After that he started worshipping. Now how we are worshipping? In the dynasty of King Prataparudra. But when Prataparudra king, he was also worshipping Lord Jagannath, Balabhadra, Subhadra and Sudarshan. How we are looking now, his process of worshipping and Ratha Yatra was not exactly same. How he was doing this? Because when Lord Jagannath appeared, where Jagannath's Ratha Yatra started. When Jagannath appeared, he ordered to King Indradumna that once in a year you should take me on that chariot to Gunica Mandir. I want to visit, I want to go outside. There are external motive is different and internal motive is different. External motive, what is the external motive? To give the darshan to all the people who are not admitted to go to Jagannath temple. Because Lord Jagannath is Patit Pavan. He is Patit Pavan, means the deliverer of all fallen. So there are many devotees who are not allowed to go to Jagannath temple. They are praying to Lord Jagannath. although they are out of caste or staying outside, but still their devotion is high class. There is one devotee, Bhakta Salave. He was Muslim, but his devotion was very high class towards Jagannath. For him, Jagannath was coming to outside also. For him, Jagannath was stopping his Ratha Yatra. That story, when we will go towards Ratha Yatra, we will add something. Today only introduction about Ratha Yatra. So, when Lord Jagannath appeared, at that time he ordered to King Indradumna that once in a year you should arrange 3 chariots, independent chariot, one for me, one for Baladev, one for Subhadra. And you take me from this place to Gunica Mandir. It was order of Lord Jagannath to Indradumna. That's why since then Indradumna Maharaj arranged this Ratha Yatra. So don't think this Ratha Yatra is modern. No, it is eternal. From time of manifestation of Lord Jagannath by Indradumna Maharaj. Huh? Sudarshan Chakra also. Sudarshan Chakra and Subhadra together. Yes. Jagannath, because in 3 they are coming 4. Yes. Jagannath is independent in his chariot, and Balabhadra independent in his chariot. Subhadra and Sudarshan, they are together. Yes. That is why you are doing Pandi Vijaya. Pandi, no? Pandi? Pandu Vijaya festival. Means when Jagannath is coming from the altar or throne of Jagannath temple to sit on the chariot. Yes, the process. That is called Pandu Vijaya. Yes. In the Pandu Vijaya, Lord Baladev will come first from the altar or throne to chariot. No. First Baladev. First Sudarshan. First Sudarshan, then Subhadra, then Baladev. But Subhadra will go very immediately. Then Subhadra. Baladev also go. Baladev over, but Subhadra will take quickly. Yeah. Not by the Pandu Vijaya process. They will carry. Only Jagannath takes long time. Yeah. Yeah. First Sudarshan they will carry also immediately. And Subhadra, because she is very beloved sister, and Krishna and Balaram are there, so they are very fondling to her. That is why Pandas they are carrying on the shoulder. They are not making any procession, immediately taking. But Baladev taking longer time, and Jagannath taking very long time. Without his desire, he will not go easily, because he has many devotees to give darshan and to fulfill different desires. For this he is coming. So his name is Patit Pavan. And internal mood is different. This mood was unknown as long as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not take sannyas. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Jagannath Puri, then the purpose of Ratha Yatra, what was the real secrets of Ratha Yatra, was discovered. Before that, King Prataprudra was organizing chariot, armies, and soldiers, elephants, etc., and pulling like to give darshan to the public only. But what is the secret meaning of Ratha Yatra? What for Jagannath was coming, it was unknown to anyone, including the organizer, King Prataprudra. He was unable to know before. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, by the blessings of Rupa Goswami, we came to know. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came also, all were not able to know very clearly. As long as Rupa Goswami was not attending Ratha Yatra. Because Svarūpa Damodara Goswami was indicating something, but it was not clear. People were not able to understand. When Rupa Goswami came, he caught what was the desire of Mahaprabhu of pulling the chariot. That we will discuss when we will come to that point. So, before only it was ordinary Yatra. Means Jagannath sitting on a chariot and going to the Gunica temple and staying 7 days there. Like this people were able to know as a festival. But what is the secret meaning of Ratha Yatra? It was unknown as long as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not in Jagannath Puri. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed how to organize Ratha Yatra. We will discuss tomorrow in detail. Because we have 7 days, so in detail we can discuss. We will not leave single point. We will discuss each and every. No. What was the real Ratha Yatra during Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, we will discuss in detail. But today only introductory class. So one more point. As long as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not in Jagannath Puri, the real purpose of Ratha Yatra was unknown to everyone. Nobody was able to know. Similarly, as long as Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada did not come to Jagannath Puri, real secrets of Mahaprabhu's pulling the chariot also, it was unable to know to anyone. And real secrets of Jagannath Puri also, it was unknown. When Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada came to Jagannath Puri, he discovered what is the real secrets of Ratha Yatra, purpose of Mahaprabhu, and the what is glories of Jagannath Puri. Before Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, no one discovered. No. Krishna's Kaviraj also did not explain how Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati explained. Yes. That is, for example, you study Chaitanya Charitamrita without commentary of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Whatever you understand, that is insufficient. But after you study Chaitanya Charitamrita with the commentary of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, what he explained, then your knowledge, experience, realization will be different and improve. So as long as Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada was not in Jagannath Puri, then real purpose of Ratha Yatra, real purpose of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it was unknown to us. No general public was able to know real purpose. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, something people came to know, mostly who were associates of Mahaprabhu, who were participating with him, but general public they were unable to know. Who were associating with the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, they were knowing something. It was going like that. But as long as Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada did not come in Jagannath Puri, then what was the real purpose of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu participating in Ratha Yatra? What is the real glories of Jagannath Puri? It was also unknown to anyone. Nobody was able to know. But when he came to Jagannath Puri, he discovered what is the secrets of Jagannath Puri. And what is the secrets of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu participating in pulling the chariot with his associates, with his Sankirtan party, 7 Sankirtan parties. So all these secrets were discovered by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. One who does not attain the blessings of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he cannot understand the real glories of Jagannath Puri. Without his blessing, no one can understand real glories of Jagannath Puri and Ratha Yatra. Without his blessing, nobody can know. That is why after him our Guru Vargas came. So our Guru Vargas gave his remnants. What Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada gave them, so they gave us. That is why we are able to know through our Guru Vargas, which they got from Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Before that, it was not easy to know. For example, Gundicha Marjan. Kaviraj Goswami is explaining what is the real purpose of Gundicha Marjan? Nothing. Kaviraj Goswami did not explain what is the purpose of Gundicha Marjan. He wrote only Mahaprabhu and with his associates. How now we will compare what is the difference. Then you can understand automatically. What I am saying, you keep in mind. Tomorrow when I will explain how Kaviraj Goswami explained, then how you are understanding. When you can understand, then I will add Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Then you can know the difference.
So
Huh?
Hera Panchami also.
Sorry?
Hera Panchami
Hera Panchami also.
also like that.
Yes. So, Kaviraj Goswami explained it. he discovered something from Mahaprabhu. But before Mahaprabhu, no people were completely ignorant about the secrets of Ratha Yatra. They were thinking as a festival. As a festival. So, now Ratha Yatra festival, so let us go. We will have many, like many people going festival time due to different shops. Nowadays also you go see Jagannath Puri Ratha Yatra, you will find many shops, many exhibitions, different varieties of instruments, etc. So many people they are going to enjoy that, to purchase different things. Because in Ratha Yatra time, some articles and some objects, some products are very cheaper due to special occasion. So people were going different purpose as a festival only. They were unable to know what is the real purpose of Ratha Yatra. Why? Nobody was able to know this. Even King Prataparudra was unable to know this. As a king, he was doing this. Because it was Jagannath's order, but Jagannath did not disclose what is the real secrets to King Prataparudra. Why? Because he was not qualified. He is a king, he cannot understand all things. So, who can know? To whom? If Jagannath himself will bless to know, then only. This same Jagannath or Krishna manifested himself in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then, when he went to organize the Ratha Yatra, then he discovered what is the secrets of real meaning of Ratha Yatra. Then people came to know something, not all. But when Rupa Goswami went, then it was disclosed more. But after Rupa Goswami also, it was not completely discovered. When Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Prabhupada came, then he discovered everything about the secrets of Mahaprabhu's Ratha Yatra and about the secrets of Jagannath Puri, of different places of Jagannath Puri. So, really, he did this. How? Without any proof, he did not do this. He has sufficient proof also. He studied all scriptures, then he proved this. There is one verse, that is in Vaishnava Tantra. There is a verse, Mathura Dwarakayamsa. Mathura Dwarakayamsa. Jahalila Karoti cha Gokule. Nilachal Prabhu Krishna, Nilachal Prabhu Krishna, Talila Karoti. Means all the pastimes which is being performed by Krishna in Dwaraka, which is being performed in Mathura also, which is being performed in Gokul also, all these pastimes are being performed in Jagannath Puri by Purushottam Lord Jagannath. This is the proof from Vaishnava Tantra. Yes. So, all the pastimes are secretly going on in Jagannath Puri simultaneously. All pastimes of Dwaraka is present in Puri. All pastimes of Mathura also present in Puri. All pastimes of Vrindavan also present in Puri. That is why Puri is Vipralamba Kshetra. Simultaneously. Sambhava, Vipralamba simultaneously they are present. But in Vrindavan, only Sambhava. They are meeting. So, there, when Bhakti Vinod Thakur traveled all pilgrimage places, after traveling, what did he decide, you know? He traveled all pilgrim places. After traveling, what did he speak? You know this? He traveled all pilgrim places. After traveling, he decided, when he went to Kurukshetra, he explained it in his expression. It is written and it is spoken by Bhakti Rakshak Śrīdhara Goswami. If you want to listen, you listen his lecture. I heard from his lotus note. He spoke that Bhaktivinoda Thakur traveled all different pilgrim places. After traveling all places, at the end he went to Kurukshetra. And when he went to Kurukshetra, he decided Kurukshetra is the highest place for bhajan. He decided Kurukshetra is the highest place for bhajan. Why? Kurukshetra is Vipralam Khetra. Vipralam. And Rupa Goswami explained in Ujjwal Nilamani. Navina Vipralamena Sambhagam Pushtimasmita. Without Vipralamba, separation, meeting cannot be perfect. Cannot give you 100% relishment. For example, if you are meeting with someone always, 24 hours a day, no problem for meeting. Not only 24 hours a day, whole year, then you cannot feel any supremacy. But because you have no tension for meeting, very easy to meet, then you will have no problem and tension, no thinking about that. Legal, so no tension. Because when you will be restricted with someone to meet, illegal, then tension will start to think more. How to meet. So, as long as you are not separated, then the eagerness to meet will not come. If you are present always, then eagerness will not come to meet more. No, it is all everyday looking what. Like become normal. But when you will be separated, then eagerness will increase to meet. And this Vipralamba Khetra is Kurukshetra, and this Kurukshetra also present in Jagannath Puri. That is why all devotees they chose as a Vipralamba Khetra to Puri to release more. That is why Mahaprabhu also released all the transcendental melodies of Radharani in Jagannath Puri in Gambhira. Beginning from Bhava, Prema, then Sneha, Mana, Pranaya, Raga, Anuraga, Bhava, Mahabhava, Madhanakya Mahabhava, Mohanakya Mahabhava, then Rudha, Adhiruddha Mahabhava, then Divyurma, then Chitra Jalpa, 10 varieties of Chitra Jalpa. All these were released at Gambhira, no other place. Why? That is the place where to release. In Navadip, his eternal pastimes are going on there. Ashtakalila, but not for release the Vipralamba mood, not to fulfill Radharani's mood. There, no devotee could be able to know that Mahaprabhu's mood is there. He did not exhibit that. There is for us to remember the eightfold pastimes of Mahaprabhu. But Mahaprabhu fulfilled his 3 desires completely in Jagannath Puri, in Gambhira. So that is the place. That is why in Vaishnava Tantra it is told Mathurayam Jalila, Dwarakayam Jalila. Jalila also Gokule. In Gokul also which pastime. In Vrindavan also which pastime. In Mathura also which pastime. In Dwaraka also which pastime. Krishna is performing every moment. All pastimes. Ta Leela. Taeva. Nilachalavasi Rakshati Purushottam. Means Nilachalavasi means Lord Purushottama, Jagannath. He is doing all pastimes there. Because Jagannath is non-different from Krishna. When Mahaprabhu was looking at Jagannath, he was not looking as a Daru Brahma. He was looking Pratima Nuhantumi Sakshat Brajendrananda. He was looking in the mood of Brajendrananda, in the mood of Vrindavan mood. So, there all pastimes are present. So, by this we will conclude, rest we will discuss tomorrow. So, our Bhakti Svarūp Śrīdhara, how all these pastimes are going on there, Vrindavan, Gokulam, Mathura, Dwarka, he indicated. Taking the proof of this verse, he explained it also. Which place of Puri is resembling to which place of Vrindavan, etc. Tomorrow we will discuss in detail. Then we can know the real glories of Puri Dham. So there are secret meanings of Puri Dham and external meaning of Puri Dham also. Externally also, Puri is topmost. For example, which is for, as a considered as a pilgrimage and ordinary people. For example, there are 4 dhams in this earth planet, 4 dhams. One is called for pilgrimage. According to Vaishnavas, Gaudiya, especially Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we will discuss differently. But for ordinary public, those who are not in the line of Gaudiya Vaishnavas, those who are very fond of pious activities and pilgrimage, in their consideration according to scripture also, you go and take the help of pandas, those who are taking the pilgrims for traveling in different sacred place. They will also explain this. And don't think that this is not true. There is proof also from scripture. So, like in 4 yugas, Lord is appearing in 4 different forms. Who are they? The 4 yugas are Satya, Treta, Dwapar, Kali. In 4 yugas, Lord is appearing in different forms. In Satya Yug, Lord appeared as a Badrinath. In Treta Yug, Lord appeared as a which one? Ramchandra. In Dwapar Yug, Lord appeared as a Krishna. But in Kali Yug, Mahaprabhu. But Jagannath also. So in Dwapar Yug, in Satya Yug, Lord appeared as a Badrinath. So in Badrinath, Lord what does? He is taking bath. Taking bath in Ganga. So to take bath, Lord is staying in Badrinath. So after taking bath, you need to change the clothes and dress yourself. So he is dressing in Dwarka. 4 dhams are Dwarka, Badrinath, Rameswaram and Jagannath Puri. Not according to our Gaudiya Vaishnavas, according to ordinary general public. That is why at the beginning I told there are 2 secret meanings of Jagannath Puri. One is external for general public, one is secret and internal for Gaudiya Vaishnavas. So in both consideration, Puri is consideration and all fulfilled in Jagannath Puri. Like in Vrindavan, Mathura and Dwarka, all are in Jagannath Puri. Similarly, among all 4 dhams, Jagannath Puri is topmost. How? In Badrinath, Lord is taking bath, then going to Dwarka. There he is dressing. Now like we are taking bath. After shower we are dressing. After dressing what? Breakfast should be ready. Because hungry. As long as you are not taking shower, then no hunger more. But after taking shower and going toilet, then when you are shower finished, dressing, doing tilak, then immediately breakfast is necessary. So eating. So for eating, Lord is going to Jagannath Puri. There you cannot find any temple in whole world such huge quantity of prasad. Yes. You cannot find. Jagannath temple is the only unique temple where you can get sufficient quantity of Mahaprasad, what quantity of member you make. In other temples, if you go in whole world, in other temples, if you go, you have to give order to them. You have to phone them that we are coming if prasad is possible. Then also restricted prasad. That is also particular prasad. Only 1, 2 or 3 items, no more. And in some places only some dried. You cannot you cannot satisfy your belly, which is not favorable to your body. So no prasad is available in other temples. Only in Jagannath temple you can find many varieties, 56 items, minimum 6-7 times a day. So Jagannath has no time to clean the hand. No time to clean the hand. Because if you clean again you have to eat. So sometimes Jagannath not cleaning because one after other offering is coming. And Jagannath's incarnation is only for eating. Yes. You know how I was making one calculation 2 years back that every day what quantity of offering is being offered to Lord Jagannath. More than 5 lakh or 10 lakh rupees necessary now.
How much is that?
Every day.
Dollars?
Huh? More 10 lakh, 10,100,000. 10,100,000 rupees you need. 10,100,000. How many dollars are you? 10 lakh means $20,000. $20,000.
Daily.
Daily.
Yeah, for the-
Yes, $20,000.
Wow.
Daily you need $20,000. What is the expenses of Jagannath temple? Only for Mahaprasad. Then other different services there. Every day for Jagannath, huge quantity of flour also necessary. And flour is very expensive in India now. Yes. Only for Mahaprasad you need $20,000 every day. So you see, because Jagannath incarnated only to eat. That's why he is going to eat there. He is sitting there and eating. And sometimes his eating is so delicious and so opulent that he has no time to sleep. Yes. Because eating, so he is forgetting to sleep also. I have witnessed this. Sometimes temple is not closing. One day I went to see Lord Jagannath because Bada Sringara Vesa. It is Bada Sringara Vesa means the midnight after a offering he will be dressed like royal but full of flower. No, like Dwarka. By flower decoration. So after decoration, one Devodasi will sing the Gita Govinda song. About that tomorrow I will say. What is the importance of Gita Govinda? Without listening Gita Govinda song, Jagannath will not sleep. You see, Jagannath, don't think Jagannath is like only Daru Vigraha, Daru Brahma. Jagannath is Krishna himself. He is a Rasika Shekhara. We can sleep without anything. But without Devodasi singing Gita Govinda song, Jagannath will not sleep. There is one story. Tomorrow I will explain. So, to bring the sleep of Jagannath, you need to decorate him very nicely and you should bring one beautiful girl, Devodasi, and she would sing that Gita Govinda, then only Jagannath will sleep. Why? Rasika Shekhar Krishna Parama Parama. এই দুই হেতু হয় ইচ্ছার উদ্গম প্রেমরস নির্যাস করিতে আস্পদম রাগ ভক্তি লোকে করিতে প্রচারণ রাগমার্গ ভক্তি লোকে করিতে প্রচারণ so he is non different from Krishna so he is also Rasika without listening Gita Govinda he will not sleep. Gita Govinda is the highest platform of song which Mahaprabhu was releasing every day from Skorkodamandar Raya Ramanand which is compiled by Jayadeva Goswami. The Rasik, quiet, transcendental quiet. So without listening, Gita Govinda, Jagannath sleep will not come. So one day I went to see, several times I am going to see this midnight decoration and how singing Gita Govinda, how Jagannath sleeping. Then one day I went to 12 o'clock. Normally 12 o'clock doors are ready to be closed. Then normally I am looking and when they were closed, coming immediately. But one day when I went 12 o'clock, it was being decorated. Sringara was not finished. Then I asked to other devotees who were there are some regular devotees who are going to see this midnight. Then just before Jagannath offering was, Jagannath ate now. So at midnight also his eating is not finished. Midnight we are sleeping very peacefully, very deep sleep. But Jagannath till midnight his eating is going on. And eating, and when decoration came, then it became 3-4 o'clock. Then when 3-4 o'clock, normally after Sringar, Bada Sringara Ves, Jagannath temple is closed. But today he was eating till midnight. So after midnight is Sringar, then again Sringar. After midnight prasad, then Sringar, then it will take 2 hours minimum. Because very nicely decoration, full of flowers only. Like Radharani and the gopis, they are arranging to Krishna in Vrindavan. Only like flower. When Krishna is going to the groves of Vrindavan in night, by cheating to Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, Kutla and Jatila, where he is sleeping? He is sleeping on the bed of flower only. And same Krishna is there in Vrindavan, now in the form of Jagannath. So he is remembering, when remembering to Vrindavan, then all these memories are coming to his mind. When he is observed in Vrindavan mood, if no flower, he will not sleep. Then he will desire to eat more and more. So sometimes becoming delay. Knowingly, because without Jagannath desire, no one can. That is why Jagannath temple is all Sri Gaur Nityananda ki jai. So tomorrow we will discuss more. This continued from tomorrow. Already asked. Huh?
Thank you.
Let's keep going to focus.